Prosecutors begin laying out their case as to why the Parkland shooter should be sentenced to death.
The murders, all 17, were heinous, atrocious, and cruel.
After opening statements, the prosecution calls its first witnesses from teachers.
I heard what I described as just the loudest noise you could possibly imagine, going directly into my hallway.
To students.
We were just sitting, kind of like sitting ducks. We had no way to protect ourselves, no way to stand up for ourselves.
Tonight, CBS 4 team coverage of the sentencing trial in the Parkland shooting.
Now, we should warn you that some of the testimony you're about to hear in this reporting is graphic and it is disturbing. However, we have made a conscious decision to only play a portion of what's been played out in court.
CBS 4's Ted Scouten spoke with the parents of some of the victims, but we begin with Joan Murray, who was inside the courtroom with more on this first day of testimony. Joan?
Well, it was a very difficult and heart-wrenching day for the families here at the courthouse. You know, it's one thing to follow this case, but then to hear firsthand that cell phone video and listen to 911 calls, it was just overwhelming for many. Now, CBS 4 has chosen not to air some of the more graphic evidence in court today. However, we have to warn you, what you are about to see may be disturbing.
Cold, calculated, manipulative, and deadly.
Laying out their case why the confessed Parkland shooter should be executed, prosecutors told the jury he not only planned the MSD massacre, but he made a cell phone video days before boasting about his deadly plan.
Hello, my name is Nick. I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018. My goal is at least 20 people with an AR-15 and some tracer rounds.
One by one, former Broward State Attorney Mike Satz described how each of the 17 students and staff died on that Valentine's Day 4 years ago, bringing some family members to tears.
I heard what I described as just the loudest noise you could possibly imagine, going directly into my hallway.
Teacher Brittany Sinich was first prosecution witness, describing the horrible gun blast and calling 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, we're at Stoneman Douglas High School, and I think there's a shooter.
The shooter buried his head in his hands, hearing the sounds and horror he created. Danielle Gilbert recorded the carnage. She was a student in a classroom and saw 4 classmates shot, including Carmen Shentrup, who did not survive. Family members hugged in agony, one rushing out of the courtroom. At last, help arrived.
All right, guys. 3 down, 3 injured. Is anybody injured? Yeah. Where? Come here.
Now, the defense did not make an opening statement. They reserved to make that statement when their case will be put on several weeks from now. Now, this afternoon, during testimony, listening to some of those gunshots we heard, a family member blurted out, "Shut it off." Court proceedings were temporarily halted. The defense asked for a mistrial. The judge denied that.